Activision Blizzard. Damn, y'all. You know, I was trying to find any excuse to cover Activision's ass, but Activision, you got to get the smoke too, man. Call of Duty, I love you, Call of Duty, but you got to get the smoke because you're related and linked to Blizzard. So, Activision, you going to get this damn smoke as well. I love you, Call of Duty. Love you, team. But right now, y'all about to get roasted. So, I didn't know this problem with Activision and Blizzard, how it was that bad. This is not like we talked about it last week about how bad it is. And you know, when the state actually puts forward lawsuits after they came forward 2 years ago to do an investigation, it's got to be bad. It's worse than bad. It is fucking disastrous. It's disastrous. I've heard some things in these different documents that I've never heard anywhere else in any gaming company, period. Forget gaming company. There's a lot of companies I haven't heard this at all. So it's just amazing that these things were happening. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it. And I think we need to cover everything. I don't want to leave anything out. Okay? So let me go ahead and I want to pull up everything. I mean, everything. I got down to the latest accusations, and I also have like actual terminology they was using and some pretty sick and disgusting ass shit that they were doing to not just women, but also men. This was like a culture for real. This is not no joke. It was a for real culture in there. So let me go ahead. And by the way, there were employees that walked out, which I will be covering that. They did have a walkout. There were a lot of people on Twitch who were actually helping to give money to anybody who walked out who might have been losing pay. But Blizzard and Activision did the right thing. They offered paid time out for anybody who walked out. I think that that is a good way to cover yourself from your own mistake. I think that was beautiful. So let's go down and run down everything that has happened from the beginning to the end. So, first thing is the guy of, I can't pronounce his name, of Frazaby, okay? He worked from Blizzard, or he worked for Blizzard. Doesn't know more, okay? This guy was one disgusting fuck, okay? And I can say he's a disgusting fuck because it's my own opinion, okay? Everybody else can say anything. I just can't say, you know, he's been proven in the court of law to be that. No, that's just my opinion. He's a disgusting fuck. Okay? This guy still is all over World of Warcraft because his name was featured in a lot of different NPCs. So you got people who literally are still seeing these NPCs who saying, get rid of this fucking name out of the game, period. I don't know how people feel about that. Some people say, hey, it's in the game. It's too late. Just forget it. To me, it's a fucking name change, dude. Just change the name. Get it over with. And you don't have to face the backlash. But a lot of fans are pissed at that this Afraisby guy is still in there. Now, just so you guys know, this guy was one of the main ones who did some of the disgusting shit inside of there. Okay? And you know what? Allegedly was the main one. I'm not going to say he was. He was allegedly the main one that had a lot of shit to do with it. So, during a company event, Afraisby, whatever his name is, would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. Fucking creepy. Okay, I'm a guy that I've been around a lot of women in my life in the workplace, and you could joke and laugh, but putting your arms around them and trying to kiss them and all that shit, that is way extra. And a female will let you know if she wants that. She's going to be coming on to you. But you're at work. Dude, save that shit for after work. You should be smart enough to separate work from personal life. All right? So this was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. So you telling me this has been recorded, it has been documented, but they still had his ass there. I'm going to give you guys some true life real shit that I know from a job that I worked at. There was somebody who was fired, allegedly, let's just say that because I don't know what they might come with, but for sexual advances. Okay? So Guess what happened? He was fired the next fucking day. No lie. Do we got any sounds for that? Do we? Well, we boo. We gonna boo him. We gonna say that's for him. He was actually fired the next day. I didn't even know. It was so fast, nobody even knew he was fired till that email came across that said, this motherfucker's gone. I knew him personally. All right? I asked him, I said, yo, what's up? He said, it's some bullshit. Now, his word, company's word, but guess what the company did? The company let him go. They're not going to take any chances. This company is not as big as Activision Blizzard. Okay? They're not. And this company made the decision to fire his ass immediately. So that lets you know, Activision Blizzard, you had a real fucking culture going on. A sick and disgusting culture. At that, may I add. Okay? But I'm going to read you guys some more. Just listen to this. Okay? Now, Afrazabi, or however you pronounce it, it's Afrasiabi. Guys, let me know. Afrazabi was so known to engage in harassment of females that his suite was nicknamed the Crosby Suite after alleged rapist Bill, and they put Bill Crosby, right? Because there's also a Bill Cosby, Bill Crosby. Don't get it mixed, okay? I believe they're two separate entities, okay? And you know, I haven't looked into Bill Crosby, so don't ask me anything about Bill Crosby. I don't know. I don't usually like to start investigating a bunch of sexual allegations, all that shit, because I focus on gaming. I leave that to, you know, the lawyers and everybody like that. But he actually named it after the alleged rapist, Bill Crosby. I can't make that up. There's facts on that. I'm going to pull up the facts in a moment, so we ain't even just going to be talking about it. This is factual shit that this dude was doing. So, he named it after the alleged rapist, Bill Crosby. Afrazabi would also call females derogatory names at company events. And Afrazabi's conduct was known to Blizzard Entertainment's executives. It was known. This motherfucker been a sick fuck and ain't do nothing. They knew it. He had to be irreplaceable or something. That's sick as hell. I'm sorry. I just announced I'm a black man, right? If I was at work and I announced I was a black man, the first chance I would have got, my ass would have been gone. Okay, I don't get those chances. That's why my ass got to be straight as an arrow. Okay, so I understand how you can be straight. I don't want to hear no excuses. You're a sick fuck. Okay, so his conduct was known to Blizzard Entertainment's executives who took no effective remedial measures. J. Allen Brack, president of Blizzard Entertainment, allegedly had multiple conversations with Afrazabi about his drinking and that he had been too friendly towards female employees at company events. But he gave Afrazabi a slap on the wrist. Verbal counseling in these incidents. He said, yo, come in my office, let's talk. And I'm going to tell y'all how I believe these go. A lot of people don't know, but I've seen the kind of locker room talk. I've been around it, okay? And this is how it goes. Look, man, I know you're trying to have fun. Man, but people are starting to complain. And we don't want to face that smoke and all this shit, okay? So just calm it down, man, please, for me. Because next time, it's going to fall on me, okay? I don't want you to hurt. Afrazabi, this is all, you know, just here. So it's not real, but this is me how it goes. Afrazabi goes, oh, what the fuck is this noise coming up? Don't interrupt my fucking show. But anyways, Afrazabi goes, look, man, I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. You know, I don't know what happened with me. I was drinking the night before, so I was actually still drunk the next day. You know, just not even claiming that he was drinking, all the bullshit. And then he goes, you know what? You're right. How about this? I'm going to put myself into AA because I need the help. I'm a disgusting fuck. You know, he gets off, slap on the wrist, no punishment, right? So what do you think happens to J. Allen Brack? When the shit hits the fan, you're the first one to face the fucking fire. So that's why what you need to do is say, I'm out of there. I'm getting him out of there. I don't want him to be any part of that. Now, this Crosby suite or Cosby suite, whatever you want to name it, Bill Cosby has been let go. So we can't even say Bill Cosby is the rapist anymore. He's been let go. I can't even say that. I got to say, you know, he was an alleged rapist. So which means they allege that he did. But he's let go. Okay, could have been the Cosby Suite. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull up more information on that. I'm not even gonna leave y'all hanging on that. Okay, so we'll get to that. Now, Destiny 2 Maker also weighs in on the accusations. So let's talk about Destiny 2 Maker and what they have to say. For those who don't know, Destiny 2 Maker is Bungie. Bungie, we fucking love you. Oh my gosh. Bungie, you have made, I mean, we're not even going to talk about Bungie. You know how great you are. Bungie is built on empowering our people no matter who they are, where they are from, or how they identify. We have a responsibility to acknowledge, reflect, and do what we can to push back on a persistent culture of harassment, abuse, and inequality that exists in our industry. It's our responsibility to ensure this type of behavior is not tolerated at Bungie at any level, and that we never excuse it or sweep it under the rug. While the accounts in this week's news are difficult to read, we hope that they will lead to justice, awareness, and accountability. You hear that? Pump your shit, Bungie. We have a zero tolerance policy at Bungie for environments that support this toxic culture, and we are committed to rooting them out to defend those who are at risk. Now, this is what I will say for that. Watch the zero tolerance policy. That is a slippery slope. When you say zero tolerance policy, that's actually dangerous. The reason it's dangerous is because if it's found anywhere in there, somebody's going to call you on saying that you didn't enforce a zero tolerance policy. So just look out for that, okay? Women, POC, and underrepresented communities have nothing to gain by reliving their trauma. We believe them when they come forward with reports of abuse or harassment. Now, I might feel a way about that because somebody can just jump on the bandwagon. Somebody can come forward and lie. So I don't think you need to but if you take it serious and do the investigation, I will appreciate that. But I think trusting someone right away is not a good thing. I do not believe that. But, taking their issues with delicacy and making sure that you're taking them as serious as you can, that's understandable, which means if they come forward with something, you go, you know what? We're going to assume that this could be the case and we'll investigate it. And sometimes it's the other way around. It goes, hey, we don't give a shit. And then next thing you know, they find out like, ooh, we're sorry. You don't want that, okay? So we don't pretend that Bungie is perfect and that no one has experienced harassment while working here, but we will not tolerate it. We will not confront it, or we will confront it head on. We will continue to do the work every day to be better. I ain't even finished. Our goal is to continue to improve the experience for everyone working at Bungie and do our part to make the gaming industry as a whole to be more welcoming and inclusive. Yo, Bungie, you just shitted on Activision Blizzard so hard.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Damn. Why did y'all do them like that, man? Why did y'all do them like that? They in the ground. Y'all stumped a fucking mud hole in them with that statement. You letting them know, hey, we don't tolerate that shit at all. If it happened on our end, that would have never happened. That's what you're saying. It would have never happened if... I got to give them props, man. That was one of those statements like, yo, it really does happen, and we know it can happen in our job. They did everything that Activision Blizzard didn't do. They took accountability, which Activision Blizzard is doing now, but they didn't do at first. They were saying, hey, we're going to take this serious as can be. So they were fucking up, man. We're not done. We're not done, okay? So the Activision Blizzard lawsuit fallout is what women have been saying the whole entire time, from beginning to end. I don't even know if I have that video. I will look and see if I have this video. Typically, I keep these videos a lot of times, but there is a video, okay, from a BlizzCon, and I want to see if I can find it. But there is a video from a BlizzCon that I remember we watched, and I was like, oh shit, I cannot believe they even did this. So I want to see if I can find this video, because this video, when you watch it, you're going to go, damn, they really did that? Not lying, they did it. It's on video, and it's on 2010. It was at a BlizzCon. Okay, Blizzard, where you at? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Usually I don't even do this, okay? But I'm pulling it up. BlizzCon 2010. woman. All you gotta do is put BlizzCon 2020 woman. I guarantee. Oh, there we go. Former WoW dev apologizes for disastrous old BlizzCon video. I bet he does. I bet you do apologize for some shit that got caught 11 years after. Why you? This is one thing I like to say. I understand they apologize, but why do you think people gonna believe that shit? It was 11 years ago and you apologizing about it now. Granted, I did a lot of dumb things when I was a teenager. And I could apologize for my teenage behavior and explain that I was a young, dumb fuck. But you were a grown-ass man when you did this. So it ain't no excuse. So, let's find this video. Here we go. Found it right here. I hope this is the whole entire video. We're going to watch it. Okay, we are going to watch this video. And I'm not even going to skip any parts. I'm going to play it. If I get flagged, I get flagged. Joshua Drake already paid for it. So, hey, y'all better thank him. Shout out Joshua Drake. You know what I mean? So let's pull this up. Okay, there we go. Hit play. Now, let's pull it up on the person's YouTube because I know this person and I shouted him out last time and I always want to give him. My man, Mr. Bok Choy! Bok Choy, I'll let your boy! Mr. Bok Choy, shout out to you. You didn't flag me last time, so you're the OG. Okay, and look at this woman. Let's start by just saying this woman is going to ask a nice, easy question. She just wanted a question answered. This is a woman saying, hey, you know what? I got a concern for all the women out there, and I want it answered. Listen to this. And make sure I got my volume up. I need this all the way up.
Hi there, Xantia from Kieran Tor. I love what you guys done with Little Crest. I love the fact that you have a lot of very strong female characters. However, I was wondering if we could have some that don't look like they've stepped out of a Victoria's Secrets catalog.
Now, before they even answer, it's a little low. Okay, it's low for me, so I'm not sure if it's low for y'all, but just so you know, she said, hey, all the women characters you guys got, okay, on World of Warcraft, can we have some characters that don't look like they stepped out of Victoria's Secret catalog? So what she's saying is, can we have some that don't got their titties and ass just hanging out? Just one respectable woman. One. This is our answer.
What do you mean?
Wait.
Which catalog would you like them to step out of?
He said, what do you mean? Which catalog would you like them to step out of? Huh? That is such an asshole response. I'm sorry. Dude, you're an asshole for that. If I literally ask you a question and you ask it back with another fucking ironic question like that, that shit is stupid. Oh, well, which catalog would you like them out of? The ass and titties catalog part 2? Come on, man. You got to do better than that. And they're laughing. She's fake laughing, trying to play it off.
Could you
that
see
shit is
Sylvanas
embarrassing.
looking any other way? Right. So
He said, and then the same fucking asshole that's about to talk says, can you see that fucking hot chick looking any other way? Oh, gosh, you fucking love it. You know what I mean? This is, cancel culture. This is what cancel culture do. You get caught years later, they will flame your ass up out of there. Okay?
we feel you, and we want to vary our female characters, absolutely. So yeah, we'll pick different catalogs.
If that don't sound like we feel ya, we're gonna go ahead and we look into varying the characters. But hey, we'll look at some other catalogs. Next question. Such a fucking asshole.
Hey, Alex, what catalog is that Tauren female coming out of?
Not one you'd read.
Yeah.
And then he follows up with, what catalog did the one hot chick with her ass and titties come out of? Because that's the one I love. You know what I'm saying? Them titties is perking. That ass is banging. That's what he said. You might as well just say that. Okay? Gilberto, I see him. We feel you. You know what I'm saying? How do you say that? Hold up. We got to see that. Look, my man, look at that. We feel you. How do you say that shit? How do you? Come on. We feel you. And we feel you. It's not we feel you. Take the damn question seriously. She literally was a woman asking a question saying, now one thing I will state is I know how men are. Okay? man myself, I know how it is. It's games are mostly male driven. It is. That's not a statement or opinion. That is a fact. Games are very much male driven. If you took men out of gaming, there would not be any gaming industry right now. And yeah, you could say leap. No, it would not be a gaming industry. It is that many men involved in the process of gaming. Now, that might be just because of, role changes. Back in the day, it was a lot of women were not expected to do these things and guys were expected to do these things and vice versa. Now it comes to the point where everybody say, hey, oh, shit, we human. We can all do whatever we want, right? So we got more women in gaming, which that's just natural because games have taken more of an approach to introduce, other gamers that are not hardcore gamers. You can just be an average gamer now and enjoy games. There's many women who play Farmville, Candy Crush, games that are not, super hardcore, but they love them. Okay, and there's women who love hardcore games. So it just varies. But this asshole response that we heard, oh my God, I can't even believe it. That's why I had to play that again. So guess what? That dude apologizes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I gave you that response. Shut up. We don't want to hear that, man. Hold up. Give you a couple punches and a couple slaps. Say that shit for somebody else. Okay, we don't want to hear that. Get out of here. You answered how you truly feel. And now since you got caught and called out on it, they backed your ass up on all your statements. So now you look like a sucker. You look like a sucker right now. That's what you look like because you're backing up on all your statements. That's why you don't say it in the first place. Especially, now I understand people say, oh, they got caught on a hot mic. Okay, maybe you're talking shit with your friends, you get caught on a hot mic, but you got backed up on some shit you said on a public forum. So, yes, that dev did apologize. That was Greg Street. Okay, so Greg Street did apologize. All right, and he's got the right to apologize. That's no problem. You can do that, Greg. But I'm just going to tell you this, that the apology is not going that far. Okay, Blizzard. Now, look, I'm going down the list, y'all. I told y'all, it's just so much difficult shit. I haven't even gotten to the worst. Okay, so let's switch it, just to switch it. So, Blizzard boss, the boss, accused of failing to address the sexual harassment allegations, okay? And which means when they came back, so this is not just the first time, this is when they came back again. The damn boss was blowing it off like it wasn't nothing. Didn't even care. Didn't even try to care. It's just so disgusting. I can't even believe it. And guess who that is? I ain't even going to say his name, but I'm just going to say this. A current Blizzard developer said this verbatim, word for word. I want J. Allen Brack to resign. And that bullshit ass email, and I ain't say bullshit ass email, I'm lying. But the exact word for word is, I want J. Allen Brack to resign. And that email didn't change that. So which means you sent that half-ass bullshitty email and thought, oh, I'm going to make everything all better. It don't work like that, man. You got to really address it with concern. You got to take responsibility. You got to say, I failed. True leaders admit when they failed. When you failed, you failed. I let you down. I said something wrong. I told everybody. Y'all remember SX cores, the mod chips and all that? I had my own installation video that I had. Guess who else had some installation videos? Xmodder. You know when I put the Xmodder video up, what happened? I got fucking trashed. Okay? And that wasn't the only time I got trashed. I got trashed on GBA Temp for putting out SX Retro. Which was, Team Executor. Y'all know how they go. Many different names and all that. People say, okay, allegedly. Okay, I put up this SX Retro. I got my ass flamed. You know why? I didn't have the information. So when I was doing it, I didn't know. So that's why I got my ass flamed. I understand that. I can come forward and say, you know what? My bad. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I've learned. I haven't done it again. That's learning. Okay? And my mistakes was off of not knowing, pure ignorance. I can accept that. This shit you know. You clearly know. Oh my God. Shit. Damn. So not only that, Twitch streamers speak out on Activision Blizzard. So all these World of Warcraft streamers, okay, they all spoke out. Many of them was talking about quitting. But of course, they're streaming the games and they're not quitting. Let's be honest. They're making money. Okay. I don't expect you to quit. That's one thing about me. I don't ever expect you to quit. Right? They all speak out and they shit on them. They were speaking out on Twitter. They were speaking out during the live streams. They were giving it all. I mean, let me just go ahead and read you some. Okay. So it's so sad to read through all of this and knowing that it has been going on for years and years probably. Just absolutely disgusting behavior, and seemingly so many higher ups just let it happen. And this statement just isn't it either. You see that? It ain't it. That's the best way to say it. It ain't it. Okay? You're putting out these bullshit ass statements like it's going to take care of something. Now, guess what happened to Activision Blizzard? They go dark. Next thing you know, it's no update on games. They not updating the pages. They not updating. They just got scared shitless and said, you know what, drop everything, don't do anything. And you're probably right on that, because if you did anything, you would have got your ass flamed. If you come out with an update on the game and you put it on your Twitter, they would have shitted on your Twitter. They would have shitted anywhere, because that culture is coming for your ass. Okay? That's why you need a leader, a true leader who's going to step in front of it and do a fucking live press conference. So we know you ain't reading a fucking teleprompter or whatever. And they're going to say, we have failed you. It's terrible. We are now going to step up and do everything. I will be held responsible for everything if it doesn't go right from this point forward. Because that person that says that knows that their fucking job is on the line. They're going to care. All right? So now, the ex-Blizzard boss, okay, ex, which is Mike Morhaime, said to women, I failed you. There we go. About time. About time. Mike said it. Why can't everybody else say it? Mike said, and he's the ex-Blizzard boss, by the way. He said, and I quote, I'm going to go ahead and read this. I'm not going to read everything because he did read a lot. I don't do that whole paragraph shit, but this is what he said. I have read the full complaint against Activision Blizzard and many of the other stories. It is all very disturbing and difficult to read. I am ashamed. It feels like everything I thought I stood for has been washed away. What's worse, but even more important, real people have been harmed and some women had terrible experiences. I was at Blizzard for 28 years. During that time, I tried very hard to create an environment that was safe and welcoming for all people of all genders and backgrounds. I knew that it was not perfect, but clearly we were far from that goal. The fact that so many women were mistreated and were not supported means we let them down. In addition, we did not succeed in making it feel safe for people to tell their truth. It is no consolation that other companies have faced similar challenges. I wanted us to be different and better. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's all you got to say, man. That's all you got to say. So Mike Morhaime came out and said, we failed you. Guess who else says that? Diablo co-creator Chris Metzen says it. He says, we failed you. I'm sorry. Guess what's happening now? Everybody's taking responsibility now. Oh shit, now everybody's taking responsibility. He says, it's not enough just to say, I see you and I hear you when terrible things happen to women in and out of the workplace. We have to present enough and willing enough to ask them what their experiences are day to day, and then do everything we can to support them with respect, dignity, and opportunities they deserve. More than making a conscious choice to act this way, we must consistently and thoughtfully model this behavior to those around us, hold each other accountable, and be ready to be held to account and listen to every stage of the game. Bam. And he threw into the game. You know what I mean? So admit it. Fault. Now, some gaming websites, guess what they've done? They completely halted the coverage on any Activision Blizzard games. Damn. Guess what happens? Y'all let that shit go for so long, and now you're getting your pockets dipped into. Because guess what these companies are doing? Many of these companies say, we don't like what you're doing. We don't like what you stand for. So we're not going to go ahead and represent you. Now, this is a lot of money. A lot of money. Y'all might be thinking it's just a couple dollars. No, we talking about millions. These marketing campaigns that get put on by these other companies for Activision Blizzard games are in the millions. They count for a lot of the revenue that Activision Blizzard makes. Well, guess what? What if all coverage is stopped? What if there's a new DLC coming out and now the coverage is not known about it? Many people don't know. What if there's a new game you're releasing? People don't know about it. You need that coverage to get the word out there to continue making the revenue you got. But a lot of people stopping it. Okay? Now, the former WoW designer apologizes, okay, for the 2010 BlizzCon answer. Another one. Okay? Guess what? And that was, I take it back. That was Greg Street still, but someone else also mentioned they apologize, okay? I may have got it mixed up, but nonetheless, they're all apologizing now. Over 2,000 Activision Blizzard employees signed letters condemning company's response to the allegations. What the? You got told multiple times, and you got 2,000 employees condemning your response. So which means when you got told about it and you knew you fucked up 2 years ago, and now today you still gave a fucking shitty response. That shows that you thought you were fucking bigger than the program. You're not bigger than the program. As WAC 100 says, ain't no one man bigger than the program. That is the fact. I ain't bigger than this damn program, and you ain't either. I don't give a damn how many millions you got. You're not bigger than the program. They could shut your ass down, which is what's happening. All right? Now, Blizzard, this is where it gets disturbing. There were Blizzard devs that said some men were being sexually harassed too. Okay? So, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. I don't want to get too much. But reports included unwanted shoulder rubs, being propositioned for sex, sexual harassment within their first day, and even a game around the office where men would try to grope one another's balls. Pause! What type of shit is this? What type of shit? What type of sick, demented, twisted, disturbing, disgusting shit is this? Y'all playing ball games? Like ball game, and you grabbing balls? For real? This is what y'all doing. Like this ain't, it's in the reports. So this is, I can't even say allegedly with this shit. It's in the report. Okay, the reports included unwanted shoulder rubs. First of all, what the fuck are you doing rubbing shoulders with another man unwantedly? Like, how do you do that? I don't even see how the fuck you're rubbing shoulders. Like, okay, but being propositioned for sex. So imagine, you know, that makes me think of the Illuminati. You remember they hear about the Illuminati and says, oh, you want to be CEO? You're going to have to lick my big fat balls. Okay? Sexual harassment within their first day. These are men. So if men were getting that, imagine how it was coming at women. There's probably women who actually had to, and there's probably, that's why I said allegedly, I can say all that, but maybe there were women there who actually had to go through with some of these propositions in order to get where they're at. I mean, it's not too far-fetched to think that based on different information we got. You know what I mean? So, that hashtag, that is, yo, it's literally nuts. It's really nuts, okay? Like, just flat out nuts for real. They're grabbing balls around the office. So, okay, on top of that, guess what? Activision Blizzard's employees, they actually planned a walkout for Wednesday, but they wanted to protest the working conditions, okay? So they want to say this is unacceptable, we don't like it, yada, yada, yada. I understand. You got every right to, you might as well. They fucked up everything else. Everybody go out there and fucking stop. So they wind up offering paid time off. I hear if there's any Activision Blizzard employees where I'm wrong on this, please communicate. Just let me know I'm fucking crazy. But from what I heard, okay, they've offered paid time off to employees that were going to walk out. That to me is taking responsibility. That's saying we messed up. You guys go ahead and protest. We'll still stand behind you through it all. It's kind of a weird position to be in, to stand behind someone who's shitting on you at the same time, but you were wrong. And, you know, sometimes if you're wrong, you got to take the heat with it. because that's the only way things will get better. Some people need to get that off their chest. So I agree. I think that was smart for them to do. Now, they also removed, now World of Warcraft removed inappropriate references to rebuild trust in wake of a lawsuit. So in WoW, there was a whole reference to rebuilding trust. And guess what? Rebuilding trust is not something we want to hear in the wake of a lawsuit. Now, how I feel about that, I don't know, because some things, people, if I'm coming across the first time playing and I hear rebuild trust, I'm not thinking that they're talking about rebuilding trust from within Activision Blizzard. I'm thinking about the WoW world that I'm in. That's what I'm thinking about. So, but nonetheless, if the game's developed by a bunch of misogynistic assholes, maybe, I don't know. All right, so that was another thing. Now, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick comments on harassment allegations. And guess what? Employees respond. Now, this is Activision. Y'all know how I get with my Activision. Call of Duty, best game ever, right? So Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, wrote a long-ass blurb. I'm not reading all that. I'll read just a couple sentences. He says, "This has been a difficult and upsetting week. I want to recognize and thank all of those who have come forward in the past and recent days. I so appreciate your courage. Every voice matters, and we will do a better job of listening now and in the future. Our initial response to the issues we face together and to your concerns were quite frankly tone deaf." Okay, it was tone deaf. He took the responsibility and said, we failed. It is imperative that we acknowledge all perspectives and experiences and respect the feelings of those who have been mistreated. In any way, I am sorry that we did not provide the right empathy and understanding. That was nice, Bobby Kotick, okay? And it's a lot more. But guess what? We not done. I'm going to pull y'all up on screen. Look at this. Inside Blizzard developers' infamous Bill Cosby suite. Now, there we go. It's not Bill Crosby. Okay, it's Bill Cosby. Because now we get to see. See, I go through these with y'all. Okay? But, Bill Cosby suite. So, since the news broke last week of widespread allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination at Activision Blizzard via a legal complaint from the state of California, many top male developers there, both current and former, have responded with shock and dismay. Look at this. Yo, them dudes created a Cosby suite. They were saying that Bill Cosby, the rapist, we're following after him. And once Bill Cosby is out, so I can't even say he's a rapist. Okay, he's alleged. And because I would be wrong if I said that after the court of law. I technically can't say alleged. I mean, truthfully, by the court of law, he was let go. So I can't even say he's alleged. I have to say he's not a rapist. Even though if I feel like he is, I can't just say he is. So let's just say, possibility, maybe. All right? But as we see, look at this. Alex Afrazabad. This is Alex. This is the fucking douchebag Alex that I told you guys about. You little punk bitch. How about that? I can call you anything I want. It's all my opinion. I can talk about you all I want. You can't do nothing about it. I love it. And slapped your ass and punched you a couple times. But it says day zero preparations, Cosby suite in effect. Look at what they have. They have everything ready for mixed drinks. Everything ready, like they're popping pills and shit. That shit is not cool, man. It's not cool. Like, how sick and fucking disgusting are you? And guess what? It's 3 years after you fucking had a terrible BlizzCon. Like, the fact that they had this type of environment is disgusting. And yes, I understand at the time in 2010, it's a different time, which means at that time, there was probably not as many women. But even if there's one, you have to give the respect. There's times where there was only maybe one black person. There's times where there was only maybe one woman, period, in certain genres. There's so much. You have to open the door fully. You can't crack it. You got to open it all the way. So that Cosby suite, and you've seen all those people over there, okay? We got, Afrazabad, all right? He was in there. It was, I believe that was Corey Stockton, Greg Street. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on some of these names, okay? But a lot of them, those names, I think were in this picture right here. Okay, let's pull the picture back up on screen so y'all not know I'm tripping. Look at this. Former World of Warcraft Alex Afraysby and other Blizzard developers posing with a portrait of Bill Cosby at BlizzCon 2013. Damn, that is savage. That is savage, man. That's so savage, it's ridiculous. I told y'all it was just so bad. It's just so much. You can't even go over it all, okay? And also, I said Twitch streamers were helping with the money. Ubisoft, they spoke out on it about the culture of abuse. Activision also hired union-busting firms to kind of get a union together for Blizzard. But there was also a misogyny tax that was slapped on them because Blizzard had someone come up there, I believe, for cybersecurity and asked if they have any openings. And she had a penetration testing shirt on. For those who don't know about penetration testing, it's about infiltrating different security systems, okay? It's called penetration testing. But, you know, it's kind of like, it's an easy joke right there. So I admit, they probably threw in a joke, but the jokes went too far when you're saying, have you been penetrated lately? And what have you penetrated lately? And stuff like that. Like, that shit ain't even funny. It's corny and it's whack. Okay, so you did that, and guess what happened? You came back later to these same people asking for them to, you know, for some cybersecurity help, trying to get a rate, and they slapped your ass with a misogyny tax, 50% up, because, and they wrote you a whole email. Okay, they wrote you a big ass email. This was directed directly towards you in response to what you did back then. Okay, if y'all don't believe me, this person actually posted it on their Twitter. They posted it. This is the email. They had to blank out who they were sending to and everything. Look at the email. Had a feeling, but thought I'd try anyway. But hey, before we go any further with establishing a relationship with your company, there's an issue that needs to be addressed. One of my C-suite executives saw that you had been added to our CRM database and shared a very troubling and upsetting story with me. And look at that. Back in 2015 at Black Hat USA Security Conference in Las Vegas, had a recruitment booth in Career Zone. And I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but as the name applies, the purpose Career Zone is for people or to connect hackers seeking jobs. My executive, whom I should clarify was not employed with us at the time, but rather was employed as a senior vulnerability researcher at large security consulting firm before us. All right? Approached the booth to inquire about open positions. Instead, however, was discussing potential job opportunities with her. The recruiters ridiculed her for being a woman. They asked if she was lost, if her boyfriend brought her to the conference, if she even knew what the conference was about, if she knew what penetration testing was, and how often she got penetrated, and a slew of other extremely inappropriate and wholly unprofessional questions. Now, why would she do that? Maybe because she remembered this shit. Like, you know, when you remember something years ago, that shit was traumatizing. And you looking for the moment where you can just strike they ass back. And this is a beautiful moment from her. This is an email directly to them. Yo, Blizzard, I can't even believe, yo, my buddies. I got two buddies, but one that's like head over heels for WoW. Yo, if you continue to play WoW, and him, he's strong on political stances, so I can say this proudly. If you are going to be strong on playing WoW, and you're not going to bring up any of this shit that WoW's been doing in any convos, then you are not really about that, bro. You're not about that. Okay, all that shit you talking about, how you stand for this, you won't buy this type of game because, oh, it's exclusive, or you won't do this. Bro, you got to stand by your shit right now, because this is the worst I have ever seen put out there in public about any game company in history. So you have got to step up, bro. You got to say something. You got to put a post up. You got to do something. Because right now, I guarantee you playing the game, and I haven't seen you say nothing about it. So, which means you cannot complain about shit else no more, because this is as worse as it gets. They doing women and men. They grabbing balls and shit. Come on, man. All right, come on. So anyways, I'm sorry. I just, get a little passionate.